We're baking sunshine into our January with pastry chef Anna Olson. And we're using tropical fruits, which are in season right now.
That's right, Annette. And as much as I love celebrating the local produce we grow here, there's not a whole lot of it around.
Right.
And in the tropics and in the warm climates, citrus and other tropical fruits are in their peak season, and the price value is excellent right now.
Okay.
But it's knowing what to use and how to use it, especially when it comes to cooking and baking.
Okay.
So,
and we were mentioning that a lot of times, like you'll see on the seconds or the best before rack, tropical fruit. This is an excellent way of using that.
Exactly, and fruits here that are best eaten fresh, like star fruit, mangosteen, pomegranate, passion fruit. If you don't know how, can I eat the seeds, not eat the seeds, do I peel it, not peel it, you just look it up online. They're amazing resources. But in terms of baking and cooking and celebrating fruits that cook well, items like pineapple, all your citrus fruits, mango just do so well in your baking because they've got a balance of sweetness and acidity. A lot of the tropical fruits are sweet without acidity, and they're fall
mushy.
apart when you bake them. So what I'd like to make is my pineapple coconut, it's basically a sunshine loaf.
Okay.
And uses
that's it there, the finished one.
And it uses a combination of pineapple, orange, and coconut to really give you a taste of sunshine. Now, here's a great tip. If you're buying a whole pineapple, how can you tell if it's right? A lot of people look for the color on the bottom, but your real indicator, if you pull an inside frond and it releases easily.
Oh, very easily.
That tells you this pineapple is ripe.
All right.
If it doesn't move, just leave it on the counter for a few days. So now, this is an easy one bowl wonder recipe. I've already got my sugar measured in the bowl, and I like to add my orange zest pretty early on.
And you say if you're baking, you freeze the zest because it's so fresh.
If I'm buying a bag of oranges, I don't want to waste the zest by just cutting my orange, eating it, and then throwing the zest away. So I zest, and I just put it in a little resealable bag, and then you press it flat, and you just crack off pieces of it when you need a little bit of zest. All my remaining wet ingredients go in here, so I have 3 eggs, not a lot of oil, just 6 tablespoons of oil for the full loaf, and then I'm using some yogurt. So kind of highlighting that citrus flavor, the nice tanginess of yogurt. Any
particular kind of yogurt, like Greek yogurt, just regular yogurt?
Just good old regular unsweetened yogurt, and then give this a little whisk. And all we need to do now is, because I'm making a cake, I like to sift. If I'm doing something like a quick batch of chocolate chip cookies,
it doesn't matter.
No, I'll put the flour on top of the bowl and with a fork stir it. So if you hold the sifter over, and we'll add the flour, all in at once. There you go. Yep. And then in that little dish, I've got my baking powder, a little salt, and just a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Are we going to sift that too?
Yep, you can throw it right in.
And what does sifting do?
This aerates the flour. In case it's been sitting in your canister for a little while, you're getting a more even distribution as you're mixing it. And when you bake your loaf, if you've ever had a loaf cake, muffins, and either bakes unevenly or get big pockets of holes, you probably should have sifted.
Should have sifted,
Yeah. And now the last thing to add, once you stir this, so I'm just using my whisk until it's nice and smooth. We've got that combination of diced pineapple, and I'm using fresh here, but really you could use, this is 1 cup of diced pineapple you can throw right in. If you want to use a tin of crushed pineapple,
you can do that.
You can open it, but you have to drain it and squeeze out the excess juices. This is a beautifully moist loaf that stays fresh for days. I've got some golden raisins, and then some coconut. I like to use sweetened coconut simply because I find it's more tender when you stir it into a cake.
Okay, and we've got about 30 seconds left.
This takes 60 to 70 minutes to bake at 350, and you've got that beautiful loaf. And in addition, I've brought some other classic treats. You could going retro with a pineapple upside down cake. And this is a citrus olive oil cake. So it's got a real earthiness. So a bitter fruit like blood orange or the Caracara oranges add great flavor to that.
Okay, we'll get the link up with all the recipes for these on our website, chch.com/morninglive. Always a pleasure to have you in our kitchen.
Thank you so much. The treats are staying. I'm going.
Oh, awesome.